video is the 8 common mistakes that ruin relationships. I go over this more in depth in my Medium blog, which you can check out in the link that I have in the description. We all know that relationships are challenging. Some of us are more gifted at navigating them better than others. We don't receive a lot of instruction from the educational system, and many of us don't have effective role models to use as a healthy reference in our own lives. The first common mistake that ruins relationships is attempting to change the other person. If you've ever tried to lose weight or get yourself to do something you don't want to do, you know how challenging it can be to change yourself. And it's about 10 times harder to change the other person. Expect that your partner will never change and assume that you can mold him into something or her into something that you can live with is absolutely foolish. So if it's not working out in the relationship, maybe you guys are not suited to each other and you guys should look for people that are just naturally who they are, that you're able to align with and to build a future with, have maybe you guys have similar goals, more similar interests that align better. That's definitely a better route to go. The number 2 most common mistake that ruins relationships is avoiding confrontation at all costs. Some things aren't worth arguing about. The things that really bother you are worth addressing. Otherwise, how will the situation ever improve? You're setting yourself up to be annoyed, hurt, or frustrated on a daily basis for the rest of your life. And sometimes hard talks are necessary from time to time, so you can also see the other person's point of view and to come together to have that solution-oriented perspective, so you guys can try to solve what's actually going on and understand each other's perspective. The number 3 most common mistake that ruins relationships is not maintaining enough distance from your ex. Your ex might still be your friend. You might even share children together. Recognize that there's a limit to what your current partner should have to deal with. Those late night, semi-intimate texts are definitely out of line, so you want to create those boundaries if you're still dealing with your ex, so that you respect your current relationship. The number four, most common mistake that ruins relationships is focusing on the negative. Take a few minutes each day to jot down those things that you appreciate about your partner. You'll find that you'll feel more positive about your partner. Interestingly enough, they haven't changed, and you have when you do these exercises in gratitude and you're able to shift your perspective on who your partner is. Number 5, the most common mistake that ruins relationships. The 5th one is failing to communicate your needs. Oftentimes, men don't want to communicate. Many women think that men should be able to read their minds. Neither is an effective way to manage a relationship. So take responsibility for your relationship and your happiness by communicating clearly what you need, with specific things that can be done either around the home, or if you're looking to go on a specific date, say, what you would actually like to do on that date. Make it tangible, make it real and tangible. The number 6, the 6th most common mistake that ruins relationships is failing to take care of yourself. Men and women are both guilty of this. A relationship is no reason to stop going to the gym or to start wearing your pajama bottoms to the store. As shallow as it may seem, part of the reason you fell in love with each other was based on your appearances to some degree. So take as much pride in your appearance today as you did in the past. Don't think that a relationship is going to just solve everything and you can just become a lower version of yourself. Keep improving each day. Keep building upon the relationship that you currently have. Number 7, most common mistake that ruins relationships is moving too quickly. Relationships have a better chance for survival if they're eased into. And when a relationship moves too quickly, there's one partner that's at least a little uncomfortable with the pace. So avoid rushing and just enjoy the process and work on just being in tune with each other and connected with each other in that process. The number 8 most common mistake that ruins relationships is failing to give your partner space. You have a life together, you also have separate lives. Allow each other the space to breathe, and you don't have to be necessarily joined at the hip 24/7 just because you're in a relationship. You're not obligated to always be with your partner. So keep that in mind. With that conclusion, we are done going over those most common mistakes. I hoped that helped. And until the next video, thank you all for watching.